Tonight I bring a crucial message for the divine feminine, one that is highly specific and may not resonate universally. Take to heart the aspects that resonate with you and feel free to disregard those that don't align. I am receiving a distinct message about a divine feminine entity who has defied expectations, proving skeptics wrong through her unwavering determination and spiritual fortitude. Your perseverance has not gone unnoticed by the divine realm, and due to your triumphant journey through trials and tribulations, your true identity is poised to be unveiled at the perfect moment orchestrated by the universe itself. The cosmic forces have been aligning to reveal who you truly are beneath the layers of conditioning and societal expectations that have obscured your authentic self for far too long. I am honing in on a particular divine feminine who is currently grappling with profound fatigue that penetrates not just the physical body but the emotional and spiritual layers of your being. Despite feeling on the verge of surrender, battling exhaustion that seems to seep into your very soul, you have remained resolute in living your life with purpose and intention. Your deliberate efforts to break generational curses within your family lineage have not gone unnoticed by the higher realms. As you've courageously faced ancestral patterns that have been passed down through bloodlines for decades or even centuries, this sacred work of healing your family's karmic debt requires immense strength and spiritual maturity, and you've undertaken this responsibility with grace and determination even when others around you couldn't understand the magnitude of what you were accomplishing. Interestingly, as you stride towards the light with increasing confidence and spiritual awareness, it seems that the shadows intensify around you in a paradoxical dance of light and darkness. I sense that this darkness is specifically linked to individuals within your inner circle, your key relationships that you once believed were your safe harbor and emotional sanctuary. There seems to be a deliberate smear campaign at play, orchestrated by those who feel threatened by your spiritual growth and the light you're beginning to emit. The divine feminine energy associated with you may have experienced significant losses in core relationships, with precious bonds severed due to misinformation and calculated deception designed to isolate you from your support system and make you question your own reality and worth. It appears that people have deliberately spread false information about your character, engaging in a calculated effort to tarnish your reputation through whispers, rumors, and twisted narratives that bear little resemblance to who you truly are. This involves strategic maneuvers designed to cast aspersions on your character, creating a web of lies and half-truths that prevent others from discovering your true authentic self and the beautiful light that radiates from your being. And these individuals have weaponized relationships and social dynamics against you, turning what should have been sources of love and support into battlegrounds where your integrity and sanity are constantly under attack. Navigating through these relationships has been an exceedingly painful process for you, cutting deep into your heart and soul, given the extensive history shared with these individuals who once knew your deepest fears, dreams, and vulnerabilities. At one point you placed great value on the time invested in the shared history, believing that the length of a relationship somehow guaranteed its authenticity and depth, only to find yourself in the midst of a challenging ordeal caused by intentional falsehoods and betrayals that shattered your worldview. The realization that people you trusted could turn against you so completely has been one of the most devastating aspects of your spiritual journey, forcing you to question everything you thought you knew about love, loyalty, and human nature. Concerning the quality of these relationships and the painful lessons they've taught you, a recent development is that God has bestowed a new name upon you, Divine Feminine. You are no longer the same person who entered these relationships with naive trust and open-hearted vulnerability. Every aspect of your being has undergone a profound upgrade and transformation that touches your mind, body, and spirit. This metamorphosis is a result of God closely observing your internal journey, witnessing how you've handled each trial and tribulation with increasing wisdom and grace. God has witnessed your encounters with situations where you could have reciprocated negative energy, responding to cruelty with cruelty, manipulation with manipulation. But instead you chose to withdraw from the toxic dynamics and focus on the sacred tasks that God had entrusted to you. It's evident that these core relationships have inflicted considerable damage on your emotional and spiritual well-being. Divine Feminine, leaving scars that run deeper than surface wounds. You were exposed to facets of people that you never anticipated seeing. Dark aspects of human nature that shocked you with their capacity for deception, jealousy, and calculated cruelty. Yet despite this devastating revelation about the people you loved, you persisted in your efforts to love them unconditionally, even when confronted with behaviors that would have driven most people away immediately. You continued to extend love, compassion, and understanding to these individuals, hoping against hope that they would remember who they used to be and return to the connection you once shared. In many cases, some of these individuals regressed into their worst versions, transforming before your eyes into people you barely recognize, prompting you to question your own sanity and perception of reality. You wondered if you were the sole observer of these distressing transformations, feeling isolated and confused as others who witnessed these same occurrences remained silent and did not support your version of events. It reached a point where you felt on the verge of madness, grappling with the terrifying notion that you were the only one noticing these dramatic changes in people's behavior and character, making you doubt your own ability to accurately perceive reality. However, Divine Feminine, it is crucial for you to understand that God perceives the world through your eyes, seeing exactly what you see and feeling your pain with divine compassion. You are never truly alone, even in those darkest moments where you felt completely isolated and abandoned by everyone you thought cared about you. During this transformative journey, some of you reached a stage where it was just you and God, requiring a complete reestablishment of this sacred connection that had been clouded by toxic relationships and external validation. Initially, when you embarked on this journey of spiritual awakening, the solitude was palpable and almost unbearable, and you longed desperately for the companionship of these individuals who had become so integral to your sense of identity and belonging. Despite feeling profoundly alone even in their presence, surrounded by people but emotionally and spiritually isolated, you underwent a period of intense self-discovery where being alone became a crucial lesson in self-reliance and divine connection. This solitude required you to develop unwavering trust in your internal journey and the wisdom of your higher self, learning to find comfort and guidance in the silence rather than seeking validation from external sources. It's essential for you to recognize that every encounter, every betrayal, every moment of pain was intentional and part of a strategic divine plan designed to strip away everything that wasn't truly serving your highest good and spiritual evolution. Throughout this transformative process that has reshaped your entire understanding of yourself and the world, you had to reacquaint yourself with prayer, learning to communicate with the divine in ways that felt authentic and powerful. You had to rediscover how to attune yourself to God's voice amidst the chaos and noise of conflicting opinions and toxic voices, and develop an acute awareness of the universe's subtle cues and synchronicities. Your ability to discern meaningful coincidences and differentiate between hearing God's true voice versus the ego's fearful chatter were all strategically significant steps in your spiritual development. These experiences were not arbitrary or meaningless. They were essential preparations for the powerful path that lies ahead of you. Your genuine human identity is now being unveiled in all its divine glory, revealing that you are not just a human having a spiritual experience, but a divine being temporarily inhabiting human form. As a divine feminine, you are abundantly blessed with gifts, talents, and spiritual abilities that most people can only dream of possessing. Very soon, your immense power and magnetic presence will become apparent to every individual you've encountered on your journey, including those who doubted, betrayed, or underestimated you. Despite facing numerous situations that demanded extraordinary strength and resilience, testing your limits in ways you never imagined possible, Some of you have harbored deep doubts about your own power and worthiness, even when circumstances left you with no option but to be strong, forcing you to dig deeper into reserves of courage you didn't know you possessed. You found yourself grappling with self-limiting beliefs that had been programmed into you from childhood. These beliefs convinced you that you were not deserving of love, success, or happiness, that you were somehow fundamentally flawed or not good enough to receive the blessings that the universe wanted to bestow upon you. It's important to recognize the immense strength that has always existed within you, as your spirit guides have tirelessly advocated for your growth behind the scenes, working overtime to propel you to the next level of spiritual evolution and personal empowerment. Every event in your life has unfolded exactly as it needed to for your highest good, even the painful ones that seemed like cruel jokes at the time. If you find yourself currently navigating a challenging situation that feels overwhelming or impossible to overcome, rest assured that clarity and understanding will emerge soon, revealing the divine purpose behind your struggles. If individuals you hold dear are undergoing significant transformations that are difficult to witness, understand that these shifts serve a greater purpose in the cosmic plan of awakening and evolution. It was crucial for you to witness these shadow versions of those people for your own growth and understanding, as these revelations have been necessary for your spiritual development and discernment. It is crucial for you to observe their true character as it emerges under pressure, as this knowledge holds tremendous significance for your upcoming journey and the decisions you'll need to make about who deserves access to your energy and time. Understand that everything has been meticulously designed and orchestrated by divine intelligence for this exact moment in your evolution as a divine feminine. I'm sensing that you underwent comprehensive tests in every facet of your life, leaving no stone unturned in your spiritual education. Within your family dynamics, you learned about unconditional love and boundary setting in friend groups. You discovered the difference between surface-level connections and soul-deep bonds. With colleagues, you practiced maintaining your integrity in challenging environments. Your spirituality was tested through periods of doubt and spiritual dryness. Romantic relationships challenged your ability to love while maintaining your sense of self. And even in your self-reflection, you were pushed to confront aspects of yourself that you had kept hidden in the shadows. There is a specific group among the divine feminines who may have experienced or are currently going through the dark night of the soul, a profound spiritual crisis that strips away everything you thought you knew about yourself and reality. This challenging phase led to days when you woke up unsure of the reflection in the mirror, feeling like a stranger in your own life, and questioning everything you had believed to be true about your identity and purpose. Yet despite this disorienting experience that would have broken lesser souls, you persevered with remarkable courage, moving through your spiritual teachings and navigating the treacherous waters of your lower self with increasing wisdom and grace. Now, as your true identity unfolds for everyone to see in its full magnificence, numerous blessings are gathering on the horizon like storm clouds pregnant with abundance and opportunity. You are on the verge of being vindicated in ways that will silence your critics and prove that your faith and perseverance were not in vain, and a multitude of blessings are set to flow into your life like a river that has finally broken through a dam. I've just received a powerful message about justice being served in divine timing, signifying that you have successfully overcome a significant test that many others would have failed. For some of you, this moment of vindication has been a long time coming, requiring patience and faith that would have tested the resolve of saints. There may have been a persistent attachment to certain individuals and relationships because of the tremendous value you placed on shared history and the time invested in building these connections. Your identity had been intricately woven into these relationships for an extended period, making it feel almost impossible to release and surrender to a higher power without losing yourself in the process. However, as you entered this current phase of your spiritual evolution, you have developed and nurtured your intuitive gifts with dedication and practice. You now recognize the distinct tones of God's voice, as clearly as you would recognize a beloved friend calling your name, distinguishing it from your inner critic, your ego's fears, and the voices of others trying to influence your decisions. You have gained an incredibly intuitive sense that serves you well in every situation. When entering a room, you can immediately discern genuine sincerity in someone's eyes, easily distinguishing between expressions that come from their heart versus those driven by ego, manipulation, or hidden agendas. The ability to let go of control and rest in the presence of God has become a transformative aspect of your spiritual journey, bringing peace that surpasses understanding. Your psychic and spiritual abilities have been honed to a razor-sharp precision, particularly your capacity to read energy, receive divine guidance, and trust your intuitive knowing even when it contradicts what others are telling you. It's important to recognize that everything materializes in the spiritual realm before manifesting in the physical world, which means your prayers and intentions are already answered in the higher dimensions and are simply waiting for the perfect timing to appear in your reality. Your upcoming tests will primarily involve challenges in this 3D world of form and matter, but your sharpened spiritual knowledge and enhanced intuitive abilities equip you to navigate through them with grace and effectiveness. The journey to this point involved intentional isolation orchestrated by divine wisdom, a strategic move that was absolutely necessary to prevent you from being deceived, manipulated, or led astray by those who would use your gifts for their own purposes. These individuals who engaged in smearing campaigns and dragged you into unnecessary drama and conflict sought to lower your vibrational frequency and keep you trapped in cycles of reactivity and emotional chaos. Recognizing this pattern of energetic vampirism, there is a crucial need to separate the energy from the person. Understanding that low vibrational energies can attach themselves like parasites to those you love, aiming to deceive and distract you from your sacred path and divine mission. Divine Feminine, you're now fully aware of your immense power and magnetic energy that draws people, opportunities, and experiences toward you like a powerful magnet. Considering the important journey that lies ahead of you, God has encircled you with a protective barrier of light and divine love that shields you from harmful influences and negative attacks. This spiritual strength and protection were necessary for you to develop the discernment to determine who can accompany you on your journey and who cannot handle the intensity of your light without trying to dim it. You've become remarkably adept at determining whom to share certain aspects of your life with, understanding that not everything bestowed upon you by God is meant for everyone else to know or understand. Presently, some of you are deliberately maintaining privacy in specific areas of your life, creating sacred boundaries around your dreams, goals, and spiritual experiences that protect them from those who would mock, diminish, or attempt to sabotage them. This newfound understanding has made you refreshingly selective about what to disclose to others, no longer feeling compelled to share every detail of your life or justify your choices to people who haven't earned the right to your transparency. There's a profound realization that what God provides is not universally shareable, and you're becoming increasingly discerning about what is meant for you personally and what can be safely shared with others without compromising your peace or progress. Some of you find yourselves in a completely different space than where you used to be, having moved beyond the pattern where you were constantly giving of yourself and offering everything without expecting reciprocation or even basic respect. Divine Feminine, those challenging days of depletion and one-sided relationships are behind you now, and you've successfully disproven every skeptic who doubted your strength, your purpose, or your ability to rise above their limited expectations. Your remarkable achievement stems from diligently listening to divine guidance with an open heart and mind, adhering to the spiritual directives received through prayer, meditation, and intuitive knowing, and practicing obedience to your higher calling even when it didn't make sense to your logical mind. Unlike the common emphasis on matching energies with others or mirroring their behavior, you've stayed laser-focused on maintaining alignment with your divine purpose regardless of how others choose to show up. It's crucial to recognize that aligning your energy with others can easily divert you from your intended path, as it may cause you to become intertwined with someone else's destiny and karma, consequently altering your own divine blueprint in ways that don't serve your highest good. You are under incredibly strong protection from your guides, angels, and the divine itself, and it's essential for you to understand that at this pivotal point in your life, your primary task is to concentrate on your newly created life that has been intentionally crafted from within through prayer, meditation, and conscious choice. Although certain manifestations may not yet be visible in your current reality, causing doubt or impatience to creep in, the guidance from Spirit is crystal clear. If you can sense and visualize your desired life with clarity and feeling, you have the power to bring it into existence through focused intention and aligned action. Your directive is to persistently move towards this new life you are creating, with unwavering faith, trusting the process even when you can't see immediate results. Some of you have already witnessed beautiful glimpses of these positive changes beginning to take root in your reality, and this transformation is bound to grow and expand further as you continue to align with your highest truth. Now you possess a heightened level of discernment that allows you to see through illusions and deceptions that would have fooled you in the past. For some of you, your world is expanding far beyond your initial dreams and wildest aspirations, opening doors to possibilities you never even dared to imagine. This evolution is a private journey between you and God, a sacred unfolding that doesn't require validation or understanding from others. The decision about when and how to share this expanded reality will become apparent to you in divine timing, as you'll intuitively know who can handle your growth and who might try to diminish. Justice in this context may not be the loud, abrasive force that our ego often desires for vindication or revenge. Instead, your form of justice involves the wisdom and strength to remove yourself from situations, people, places, and things that do not align with your true self and divine purpose. Your justice is the courage to leave matters in the capable hands of God, who will vindicate you in ways that are far more powerful and lasting than anything you could orchestrate yourself. As mentioned earlier, God sees the world through your eyes with perfect understanding, and you are absolutely not forgotten in the cosmic plan. Every tear you've shed and every injustice you've endured has been witnessed and recorded. Every experience you've encountered, both painful and joyful, has been carefully observed and accounted for by divine intelligence that misses nothing. Divine Feminine, you've reached a remarkable point where your discernment has expanded exponentially, and your world is surpassing even your wildest dreams in ways that still surprise you. Justice in your case involves the wisdom to separate yourself from people and situations that don't align with your authentic self, trusting that your powerful energy has been a blessing to others, but knowing when it's crucial to detach and protect your sacred energy when needed. Now, some individuals may be sending negative energy your way due to deep regret over their choices and the realization of what they lost when they betrayed or abandoned you. You've proven everyone wrong by disconnecting from toxic dynamics and focusing wholeheartedly on your spiritual growth and personal evolution. The blessings flowing into your life are becoming increasingly abundant, and it's more important than ever to protect your energy from those who would drain, diminish, or attempt to sabotage your progress. If you resonate with this message on a soul level, feeling the truth of these words in your bones, you've successfully passed significant tests that many others could not have endured, and you are absolutely ready for the next level of your spiritual journey and life mission. Embrace your upgraded self with pride and gratitude, knowing that everything happened by divine design for your highest good, even the painful experiences that seemed pointless at the time. Your spirit guides want to assure you of their constant protection and support, urging you to call on them whenever you need guidance, strength, or comfort. You have a powerful calling on your life that extends far beyond your personal healing and growth. And as you continue to expand into your full potential, seek alignment with like-minded individuals who can appreciate and support your light rather than trying to dim it. If you're currently navigating a smear campaign or dealing with narcissistic relationships that drain your energy and peace, know with absolute certainty that your true identity will be revealed to all who need to see it, and justice has already been served in the spiritual realm. Focus your precious energy on building your new life rather than defending your old one. Expressing deep gratitude for being chosen to do great things in this lifetime, and touch the lives of countless souls who are waiting for your unique gifts and message. Feel free to share your readiness for this next level in the comments below. And if this message resonates with your soul and confirms what you've been feeling, please hit the like button to help this reach other divine feminines who need to hear these words. Thank you for watching and for being the light that this world desperately needs.